All right, so want to be transparent about something. I'm alone, all by myself, no friends, wife and children gone, and I'm alone on my 40th birthday. Can I say that this is partially my fault? Yeah, I can admit this is partially my fault, but other than that, it seems like, the past 20 years has just been crap for me. It's like a bunch of empty promises. Uh, had some people that made some empty promises to me, and and turned back on their promise and things like that. And you know, um, I've had my share of doing some people wrong. It wasn't most of the time what I how I hurt somebody. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't something that I just planned on going into just to hurt them. I've always been a person upfront about my feelings, and so you know, say for example, if I met somebody that wanted to hook up with me, if we hooked up, I was like, okay, so this, it's just gonna be this, and that's it, because I'm not looking for anything else out of this. But if they wind up hurt in the process because they decided to catch feelings about the situation, then I mean that's something that I can't control. But it still hurt them, and I still don't like that. I don't like that. So that's just a personal regret. But at the same time, I talked to that person about the thing. So it's just things like that. But so at that particular point in my early 20s, all that stuff going on, I uh, decided probably about 6 or 7 years ago that I was gonna make things right. Try and make sure that I apologize to many people that I may have hurt in some kind of way and offended. Like I said, I've always tried to be truthful and upfront about things, and try and talk things through with people. But it doesn't mean that they weren't hurt in the process, and and I try and understand that. Yeah. So a couple years ago, I did that. I was on Facebook, and many of the people that reached out to me, if I knew that things didn't end well between me and that person, I apologized. I did a whole little speech to them or whatever, so let them know that I was sincere about what I was doing, and I apologized. So you know, so as time passes, I'm thinking that Facebook is gonna be a good way for me to try and make some connection with some people, and just try and have some genuine friendships. But it didn't work out that way. It seemed like most people were just on Facebook just to be recognized, for what they were doing or whatever. And I'm like, dang, I don't want to be on Facebook just to catch up one time and that's it. I wanted friends, but it didn't turn out that way. It seems like nobody didn't want to DM me, what's up, talk and whatever. Few girls did, but other than that, you know, wasn't much to it, So so yeah, things have been bad between me and my wife, and because I mean it's just a lot of little things she does. It's a really complicated situation, and I'm not going to try and explain it in this video, but really complicated situation, and so it just makes things difficult. And but so I'm just here for my kids, You know, that's just it. You know, and it's miserable for me, but I just try and do what I do to make things work for my kids, and that's it. So yeah. Uh, other than that, I've had some people reach out to me, and it was the same thing again this year. You know, they just come on there, and it's like they're just there for stardom or something. They just want a lot of attention from other people, and they're not really trying to be a friend to somebody anymore. I'm like, dang. So I was like, okay, I'm tired of this. I have some things going on. My life isn't completely 100, so forget it. If we're not gonna be friends, I'm just gonna go on and delete all this mess. This is just a bunch of mess. I ain't got time for it. So just deleted my own. Not even a big deal. Um, so I mean, that's how I got to this point. I thought maybe if I did the right thing and you know tried to get a fresh start with some people, things would change, but nothing happened. And so it's like I just been by myself basically for years. Some people I thought were a friend turned out not to be really be a friend. It's like, yeah. One person, I called him up, you know, just want to talk to him. Hung up in my face as if I had mistreated him some kind of way, and I didn't. So I didn't get it, but I was like, okay, it's cool. Whatever. I'm kind of used to being alone anyway. Been alone all these years by myself, so like whatever. I'm good. All I can do is focus on what I'm trying to do to better myself, and that's it. So that's how things end, and that's mainly why I'm by myself on my birthday. 40 years old. It's terrible.